In a world brimming with fearless heroes, whimsical gods, and fantastic creatures, the story of a beautiful young mortal also stands out. This is Andromeda, daughter of Queen Cassiopeia and King Cepheus of Ethiopia. Far from being just a typical damsel in distress, Andromeda was a symbol of courage and resilience in a world dominated by capricious deities and dazzled royalty who considered themselves equal to the gods. This video explores the myth of one of the most fascinating women in Greek mythology. Andromeda emerged from a lineage of royal power and divine influence, representing the crossroads between humanity and the gods. As the daughter of King Cepheus and Queen Cassiopeia, rulers of ancient Ethiopia, Andromeda inherited not only nobility but also a beauty so remarkable that it rivaled that of the Nereids. Her father, Cepheus, was known for his wise and just rule, while her mother, Cassiopeia, was famous not only for her beauty but also for her unrestrained pride, a trait that would play a crucial role in Andromeda's fate. Cassiopeia made the fatal mistake of boasting that her daughter was more beautiful than the Nereids, the daughters of Nereus, an ancient sea god. However, among these Nereids was Amphitrite, the wife of Poseidon, the powerful god of the sea. Outraged by Cassiopeia's arrogance, Poseidon decided to punish not just Cassiopeia, but the entire kingdom, sending a sea monster to ravage the Ethiopian coast. Andromeda's beauty became a curse, placing her at the centre of a conflict between mortals and gods. This duality highlights a recurring theme in mythology. Beauty as a blessing that can quickly turn into a curse, as seen in the myths of Daphne and Apollo or Helen of Troy. To appease Poseidon's wrath, an oracle declared that the only way to save Ethiopia from destruction was to sacrifice Andromeda to the sea monster sent by Poseidon. The beast, often described as colossal and terrifying, epitomized the god's relentless anger and the vulnerability of mortals. The decision to sacrifice Andromeda was a tragic fate imposed by the gods, not just a matter of choice. Chained to a rock on the coast, she was offered as a tribute to the monster, an act revealing the harsh realities of a time when individuals often lived at the mercy of forces beyond their control. Andromeda's situation, alone and fragile before the imminent threat, speaks to themes of innocence and sacrifice. She became a tragic figure, an unsuspecting victim of circumstances beyond her control. However, this story, seemingly destined to be another Greek mythological tragedy, took a dramatic turn when the hero Perseus arrived, freshly returned from his mission to slay the monster. Perseus was instantly captivated by Andromeda's unparalleled beauty, even amidst fear and desolation. Moved by compassion and love at first sight, Perseus quickly volunteered to rescue her. The rescue was intense and dramatic, with Perseus facing and defeating the sea monster using his cunning, combat skills, and magical weapons acquired in his previous adventures. His victory over the monster was not only a physical achievement, but also an affirmation of bravery, love, and heroism in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. Perseus's rescue of Andromeda is deeply symbolic in Greek mythology, representing the triumph of human heroism over irrational and destructive forces embodied by the sea monster. This act was not only a physical rescue, but also a moral and spiritual triumph. Armed with divine gifts, such as a sword and a reflective shield, Perseus symbolizes the union of human skill and divine aid in overcoming impossible challenges. The rescue of Andromeda defies the traditional notion of fate that often permeates Greek mythology. While the gods played a role in her fate, it was human action, through Perseus's bravery and determination, that ultimately altered the course of events. This aspect of the tale emphasizes the individual's ability to influence their own destiny. After the battle against the monster and Andromeda's rescue, Perseus asked for her hand in marriage, a request approved by Cepheus and Cassiopeia. Their marriage was not only the culmination of a romance born from exceptional circumstances, but also symbolized the restored harmony between mortals and gods. Their union is significant for several reasons. It legitimizes Perseus not just as a hero, but as a royal member, aligning himself with royalty through marriage, and reinforces the idea that love and bravery triumph over adversity. Andromeda and Perseus had several children, including Perses, Alcaeus, Helios, Mestor, and Sterope. Each of these children contributed in their own way to the grandeur of Greek mythology. For example, Perses is frequently considered the ancestor of the Persians, establishing a link between Greek mythology and real-life history. Their other children also became influential figures, some of whom founded royal families or became legendary heroes, such as Hercules. The narrative of Andromeda and Perseus is more than an isolated account. It is a crucial thread in the tapestry of subsequent myths. Andromeda's legacy was not confined to Greek mythology. Her name was immortalized in the Andromeda constellation. According to Greek astronomical lore, following the heroic events and successful conclusion of the tale of Andromeda and Perseus, the gods decided to immortalize Andromeda in the sky as a constellation near Perseus and Pegasus. The Andromeda constellation is particularly notable for containing the Andromeda Galaxy, the closest spiral galaxy to the Milky Way and the largest of the local group of galaxies. Visible to the naked eye under optimal conditions, this galaxy is often compared to Andromeda's beauty and majesty, extending the influence of her legend from mythology to the astronomical realm. The Andromeda myth has had a lasting impact on culture and history over the centuries. Artistically, she has inspired countless works, from Renaissance paintings to classical sculptures, where her figure is often drawn upon to explore themes of beauty, virtue, and redemption. These works not only reflect epic views of mythology, but also contribute to how Andromeda's story is perceived and interpreted. Andromeda continues to appear in various media forms, including literature, film, television, and video games, where her story is adapted to new contexts, often emphasizing themes of empowerment and self-determination. These modern interpretations allow her myth to remain relevant, offering new meanings and perspectives for today's generations. Her story, rich with themes of love, sacrifice, and courage, continues to inspire and captivate, illustrating how ancient myths can adapt and endure through the ages, whether in the starry sky as a constellation or in diverse forms of art and cultural expression.